The old Cherokee told his grandson it's true. A great fight is happening inside of me and you. Two wolves are at war in a terrible fight. One wolf is the darkness, the other's the light. And there's two wolves inside me, and war in my chest. One's full of forgiveness, the other's a pest. They snarl and they bite, and I know in the end the one that I feed is the one that will win. The dark wolf is anger and envy and greed. It's all of the lies, it's the poisonous weed. It's the pride and the ego that tell me I'm right, and it keeps me awake in the dead of the night. The good wolf is kindness and hope and it's peace. It's the love and the faith that will give me release. It's the humility that brings me to my knees, and it whispers God's truth on a soft morning breeze. So every morning I'll make my own choice. Which wolf will I listen to? Which has a voice? I starve out the darkness with prayer and with grace, and I feed the good wolf so he'll win the great race. My old tractor, my trusted friend of steel. You know the exhaustion that I truly feel. The engine is weak now, the paint's worn and thin, but the faith that still drives me comes from deep within. And the roar of the engine becomes my own prayer, tearing the soil and my heart full of care, asking for blessing, for the rain to come down. My God, without your strength, I'd surely drown. How many cold dawns have you seen me through, while the morning was silent and covered in dew? A witness in silence to all of my strain, and my talks with the Lord again and again. You've broken down on me out in the middle of nowhere, but it was right there I fell to my knees in prayer. And the fix that then came wasn't just the machine, it was a touch of your grace, holy and clean. One day this old engine will finally fade, and I'll rest from the choices and mistakes that I've made. But until that day comes, I'll keep plowing the ground with my old rusty tractor. Your praises I'll sound, and the roar of the engine becomes my own prayer, tearing the soil without your strength, I'd surely drown. My old tractor, my trusted friend of steel.
I once was the pride of my entire hometown, the strongest of men for many miles round. But the fall was so great, and the landing was hard, and the shame left me broken and emotionally scarred. But it was from the dust of the ground that God made me again. He gave me a new chance, a new life to begin. He lifted my head up, he cleared out my eyes to show that a giant can learn how to rise. The backs that would turn and the fingers that point, look at the strong man, his life's out of joint. I ate the bitter bread of humiliation's great cost, and I saw who was a friend and who truly was lost. In the darkest of nights with no one to hear, I said, my dear God, please come and be near. I don't have the strength to get up from this place, and I felt his hand pulling me up with his grace. Today I am walking with my boots and my hat, but with a soul that's been washed, I am certain of that. And if I should fall, I won't fear the descent, 'cause the ground that I fall on is where I repent.
I once was the pride of this town and this crew, the strongest of men for the whole world to view. But the fall was so great and the landing was hard, and my shame left me broken and permanently scarred. But it was from the dust of the ground that God made me again. He gave me a new chance, a new life to begin. He lifted my head up and cleared out my eyes to show that a giant can learn how to rise. The turnbacks, the whispers, the fingers that point, look at the strong man, his world's out of joint. I ate the bitter bread of my own humiliation, and I learned who's a friend and a false relation. In the darkest of nights with no one to hear, I said, my dear God, please, I need you right here. I don't have the strength left to get off the floor, and I felt his hand pulling me right through the door. Today I'm walking with my boots and my hat, but with a soul that's been washed from the place I was at. And if I should fall, I won't fear the attack, 'cause the ground that receives me is the Lord's holy track.
just a lump in my throat, just a question instinct. The heavens seem like they're made out of brass, and my faith is a tightrope stretched over the grass. But the silent prayer and the tears that fall down are the most powerful prayers that reach God's holy town. He understands groaning, a pain with no voice, and in His perfect time He will make us rejoice. I ask for a sign, for a light, for a sound, but the sky stays the same on this dry, dusty ground. The world tells me that I am just talking alone, but my heart knows the truth that is etched in the stone. It's a test of my fiber, my nerve, and my soul, to wait for the answer and not lose control, to believe that His silence is also His care. It's God telling me, wait for me, I am there. My knees are worn out from staying right here in the very same place, waiting for skies to clear. I don't know what's coming, the day or the hour, but I know that the victory's already in flower. The seed in my pocket won't grow on its own, and faith without works is just a dry bone. God gave me two hands, a strong back and a will, to work on this land, on His holy hill. As I plow the land, God sends the rain. I do my own part to take away the pain. It's a holy partnership, it's a sacred old vow. He provides the miracle, I provide the plow. You can't sit and pray for a harvest to grow if you don't take the seeds and you don't want to sow. And you can't work so hard that you think it's just you, 'cause without His good sunlight, what can a man do? The skeptic will tell you it's all just good luck when the corn's growing high in the back of your truck. But he don't see the prayer that you said in the dirt, or the faith that you wear like a comfortable shirt. So I wake up each morning Fellowship with him is what I love best.
Lost all my land, all my children, my herds. My life has become just a torrent of words. My body is covered in sores and in dust, and my hope is all tangled in my own mistrust. But even if he slays me, I'll still believe, for I know that my Redeemer will one day retrieve. He owes me nothing, I owe him my all. Even though I am suffering, I'll answer his call. My friends look at me with such pity and say, curse God and just die, and be done with this day. What terrible sin have you done to deserve this? They don't understand that my life is all his. My own mouth may question, my own heart may complain. The pain of injustice, it drives me insane. Why do the just suffer? I don't have a clue, but I know that the answer is coming from you. Naked I came to this world, and I'll leave. Blessed be the name of the King I believe. He gave me everything, and he took it away, but my soul he has never ever left astray.
The horse got so scared, threw me into the grass, and I thought to myself, my life's over at last. The pain was a fire that burned without end, and my own human weakness became my best friend. With a broken leg, I learned how to wait, and saw that in weakness he makes my life great. I grew stronger just lying there, down on the floor, than when I was running right out the front door. The months in my bed, just staring at the roof, I felt I was useless. I had no more proof of my worth, and the field work was waiting for me, and I was a prisoner for all men to see. But it was in this quiet time that I could hear the voice of my God coming to me so clear. I read more of his word, I prayed more than before, and saw that his plans are what I should adore.
Today I am walking with a scar that remains, a reminder of the struggle that washed all my stains. The leg is now healed, but my soul is healed more by understanding the plans that my Father has in store.
Sat at my table at the end of the day to tally my losses and what I must pay. The bill from the banker, the bill from the store. It felt like the wolves were right at my own door. But then I took out a new pen and I started to write a whole different bill in the pale evening light. A bill of my blessings, a bill of pure grace, and a tear of great gratitude rolled down my face. I wrote down the laughter of my healthy son, the love of my wife when the long day is done, the roof overhead and the bread on the plate. My debts were so small and my blessings so great. I wrote down the sunrise that doesn't cost a dime, and the strength in my hands to work one more time. The friendship of neighbors, the cool morning air. The more that I wrote, the less I had to care. The bill of my debts made me feel poor and sad. The bill of my blessings showed all that I had. So if you feel broke and you're losing your will, sit down and start writing your gratitude bill.
The sun don't cracks the dry and thirsty ground. It's the same that warms me when your light is found. This hole is heavy and the day is long, but in each drop of sweat you make me strong. With the marks on my boots and faith in my heart, I keep on planting the seeds you impart. The harvest is certain, the promise is real. My God is my Father, my truest friend I feel. I've seen the dark clouds start to fill the sky. Thought that the coming storm would pass me by. I bent my knee right on that tractor seat, and the rain that came down only made life sweet. Some people search for the city's bright light. I wouldn't trade this port and the quiet night. Out here I When evening comes and the moon starts to gleam, I thank the Lord for this life, for this dream. My wealth isn't measured in silver or gold. It's in the love of a God that will never grow old.